I was watching some economist, and he was saying how Walmart and Aldi are doing really well as businesses, as companies, and how that's a big indication of how bad the economy is, because when companies like Walmart and Aldi do really well, it means that more people are shopping there, and all the people who were shopping at Target and at Whole Foods are now inching down the totem pole. I was like, that's interesting. It's true. Although I told you Aldi pissed me off, and now I won't go back there. I only go to Jewel.
Oh, because the single checkout lane?
I am voting with my wallet. I'll pay an extra $1 for my, I don't know, spaghetti or whatever I buy there. Yeah, it was just stupid. I know that you've never had them there, the self-checkouts, but I've had it for 1.5 years now, so I'm like, give it back.
I wonder if they probably have the self-checkouts here, but I can't recall last time I actually went to Aldi. I used to go to Aldi quite a lot when I was living by myself, but ever since I got married and stuff, and I think we just go to the Walmart in Savoy primarily, and then sometimes we will stop off at the Meijer. That's on the south end of Urbana, just because it's on the way home for both me and Erica from work. So that's just the thing.
It's funny, Aldi went from being very poor, like it was like breadline quality.
It was,
and because my mom used to shop there because she was the director of the preschool, and they would have snack time and stuff, and so she would go shop there to stock the stuff for the preschool, and I would go with her, and it was like, whoa, this place is fucked up. None of the food tastes right. The juice tastes weird. Everything, the Cheez-Its taste weird. Everything's fucked up. Now it's like it's a real place. It's a real supermarket.
It's very posh.
Well, parts of it are posh. It's cleaned
posh,
up,
but
it's cleaned up. But I mean, like they had a Korean kimbap, which is like the Korean sushi, frozen Korean kimbap, and like multiple times this year, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, well, this place it's basically Trader Joe's Junior.
It is. Well, that's because they're both owned by the same parent company.
I know that. But I just mean that it's interesting that they... No, it's just interesting that they stock that stuff that had previously just been like a low-income food place.
Ruler Foods.
Yeah. It was... remember like we've talked about it before at Jewel Osco, where you would go in to the generic food section and it was just white and black bags. Memories. But it was so stark and sad.
You know Jewel's generics save you money, and the more you buy, the more you save. So now Jewel is offering you another choice, generics in the dairy case.
And now everything's very fun and happy, and it's like some people prefer... Like I was watching some video, people were talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and somebody was saying that he prefers the Cinnamon Toast Crunch from Aldi or from Walmart or whatever the knockoff is. Like there are people now who prefer the knockoff versions.
Yeah, we the only cereal we ever really buy now is just the Malto-Meal brands.
What's that?
Malto-Meal, where those are the ones where the guy was like in the famous commercial was where the guy was like crouching and he'd shuffle forward. He's like, "Hey, we here at Malto-Meal brands, like, we make similar stuff." And he's like, "But you can get a great deal on the same quality cereal for a lower price. It's located down here." And their big thing is that it doesn't come in a box. It comes just like in a bag. Yeah. But now it's like you can like reseal the bag and stuff.
I didn't know. Yeah,
their Cinnamon Toast Crunch is actually pretty.
Maybe this is the brand that the dude was talking about, because he was saying something about that he prefers buying in bags also because it's easier to seal and keep fresh. So you're talking about,
and that's really what you're buying. Like it's just in a bag. Yeah, and they're huge too.
1983. Like what year was your commercial?
Probably sometime in the 90s, early to mid 90s.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Yep.
I know you can't hear this, but
because I can imagine. I can remember his voice. He's just like.
You know, more people are walking this way, so they're in a better
There he is,
position to
yep.
find Malto-Meal cereals. They're usually down here.
It used to be a party trick, and now it's how he gets his. Look at these failures.
She's pretty. What's
That guy looks like he has
happening
the
there?
poop.
Oh, this is making me uncomfortable.
Malto-Meal tastes every bit as good as these.
Everybody looks like they're about to
And they
go
cost about
to the
$1
bathroom.
less. Malto-Meal.
Yeah, and they make everything. They got like they've got little waffle, like the maple syrup waffle cereals. They have like Cookie Crisp equivalent, Fruit Loops, Trix.
I'm gonna have to.
Fruity Pebbles.
I am a big fan of cereal. I don't get it very often anymore, but sometimes
well, once you had Magic Spoon, that kills any type of desire.
Magic
for
Spoon ruined
syrup.
my interest in cereal. I don't think we've ever talked about it on the show. Alex and I tried Magic Spoon. I got a whole sampler set because here's what happens. My mom doesn't know what to get me for my birthday. I don't.
Like all moms at a certain
I don't
point.
make like at one point she kind of insisted I put out an Amazon list, which I kind of would put. I'd put stuff on there like mostly around Christmas, but then I was like I don't
Keep putting out a Nintendo Switch and it's never happening.
I was very modest with my requests from my mom.
A Switch Lite.
No, I think the most expensive thing, I don't know, nothing more than $100 ever was on that list. But my point,
Okay, so no red camera.
no red camera. I don't like red cameras anyway. Anyway, Alex, let me finish my story.
Go ahead, please.
Mothers don't know what to get for the kids, and so I made an offhand comment about how, I want to try. I always wanted to try Magic Spoon. 2 months later, I have 8 boxes. My mom's like, I got you a sampler pack because it was on sale, and I was like, oh no, you shouldn't have.
Oh no.
So and she's like, I got one for myself too. So I was like, oh great. So now we have 16 boxes of Magic Spoon.
Horrendous.
It is the worst
cereal.
fucking cereal I have
It is.
ever tried. And what's
is.
funny is that I texted my mom and I was like, have you tried the Magic Spoon yet? And she was like, yes.
As she looks out the window and the trash can is just like peeking out
Maybe.
from underneath the lid.
She was like, you can bring them back. I was like, no, I'll try to finish them. She knew. I mean, she knew right away that it was like there was no like.
Do you know what I think? I think Magic Spoon somehow got somebody that could connect them to the government of North Korea. And they're like, hey, we can get all this bunch of
cheap ass shit.
government cereal from North Korea.
Protein fortified
and we'll sell it
cereal.
Yeah. And they're just like, this is seriously made in some factory that Kim Jong-un just visited with his his handlers taking their notes about like, need to add more tutti frutti flavoring to the cereal. Need to do that.
I think this whole thing was offensive to me because so many YouTube people shilled this shit.
Yes. Did I send you that video?
But
Good.
I don't trust anything YouTubers shill because some of them say them are like, we only push things that we like. But like, there's a certain channel that you and I used to watch. I don't know. You still might watch this.
Oh God, no.
But
I'm in the same boat as you.
But every episode he was like a retro shit guy. And so every episode it'd be him with scooping his Magic Spoon cereal, smiling and talking about how great it is. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty close to the actual spots he did.
Yeah. You pay me 5 figures and I will eat anything you want me to eat and I'll think it's fantastic.
There's 2 things. One, I don't know that if we ever were in that position to take sponsorships, I don't know that we would. I would rather do Patreon over sponsorships.
Right. Patreon, we'd probably do Raid Shadow Legends. Ridge Wallet.
Just show for all of the awful shit that sucks.
NordVPN.
Yeah, that's not even the VPN I use.
I know, but hey, NordVPN's going to pay us and stuff. You know, the usual thing. If I was going to, honestly, if I was going to go and take stuff, I would want to do stuff that I personally use.
That's what
myself.
I mean.
Like Hanson shaving razors. I have a Hanson razor and I've had it for a couple of years. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I honestly do think it's fantastic, and I would totally, if they were like, hey, sponsor us, I'd be like, definitely.
Yes. So
absolutely.
I like how people now are gonna be like, did they get sponsored by somebody? Like, what's this Hanson thing? I'll put the URL up just to
If you want to use an online service provider for digital downloads, there's an app called Steam. It's a fantastic app. We think it's great. It's created by the company Valve.
I'm wondering, like, is there anything illegal about pretending to have a sponsor? Like, could you say this episode is brought to you by Malto Meal? Check out Malto Meal and like, don't put up there's no promo code, but you just be like, thanks again to Malto Meal for sponsoring this episode. Meal.
Yeah, this segment's brought to you by Chicken Tonight.
Chicken Tonight.
I feel like Chicken Tonight.
But yeah, like Ridge
or Venture.
Like, weren't you curious about a Ridge wallet? Didn't you were thinking about getting it? You never did, or something?
I did, and then I kind of looked into it, and I think there's a certain thickness capacity I believe it has, because I think there's ways you kind of adjust the thickness. And once you start barely dipping the toe into the George Costanza level of wallet thickness, it just doesn't work anymore. And it's like just use a plastic sandwich bag to carry all your crap.
Do you have a thick wallet? Yeah. Okay.
Thick.
Between you,
it's not too bad.
I can't say anything.
The majority of the thickness, is attributed to, I believe, the actual wallet leather itself.
Okay, so you have
more so than the.
So you have an average thickness wallet, basically.
Yes, but it's how I use my wallet. And when I unfold it,
don't say that because I was going to say
the length doubles.
So I was going to say, Alex, you mostly use your wallet on your kids, so stop being.
Yeah.
All of these double entendres.
I have to have a lot of singles for popcorn.
All these double entendres only worked when you were single.
I know, I miss those days, but I also enjoy these days. So,
yeah. So like, if anyone, I'll put it this way: anyone who pushed Magic Spoon on you, I would find everything they've made suspect at this point. Like,
go directly to jail.
It's all lies. Whatever they told you, I don't care if they told you that the U.S. won World War. It's a History Channel, and he's like, the U.S. won World War II. Wrong. If he can't show a good cereal, then can you trust anything he said?
Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 to 5 net grams of carbs in each serving, just 140 calories. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, and soy-free.
So, Brendan, as a man, you've had your own apartment for a long time now, for several decades, actually.
A couple of decades.
Couple of decades. And an important thing that at the end of the day, we like to come home, we like to, decompress, do stuff, and then we end up liking to get our sleep on and stuff like that. And I was wanting to ask you, what size bed mattress do you sleep on?
I sleep on a full
size. Okay. And do you think that that's a little too big for you, a little small, just right about?
I think that my bed is perfect sized for me and a lady. And I know that other people have different
wishful thinking.
I know other people have conflicting opinions on this topic.
Right.
And we can get into that later, I guess. But how do you? So you think that that's not large enough, or?
Well, it's just interesting to see, because I've heard stories that there are single people that like to sleep on a smaller size mattress in some instances.
Like a twin?
Or a twin, or they like to take the next step up from a full and go maybe to a queen size bed. Sometimes even like a king size bed. And I started kind of...
person?
Surprisingly, yes. Sometimes I think the single person might also have like a dog, so the dog sleeps in the bed too. But you need to have a dog that's big enough to kind of compensate for that step of purchase.
Burmese mountain dogs, whatever they're called.
Yeah, something bigger than a Pomeranian.
Sure.
because it's kind of like you can have several Pomeranians. You can have like a whole team of them. So I started kind of looking around and thinking, what are the various types of sizes of mattresses that are available? And I was kind of surprised that when it comes to mattress sizes, it doesn't really go downward. It just constantly keeps ramping up to the size, and then it gets to something that's like almost cartoonish as to how large it is.
It's like penises.
You're kind of like, yes. But
sorry, I didn't completely ruined your train of thought.
no, it's fine.
Do you want to see this?
But
do you
then-
want to see this diagram?
This penis. Oh yeah, sure.
Cartoonish.
Cartoonishly
Hey, I know
large.
that mine's is cartoonish because women always laugh when they see it. So here we go.
Okay, so we've got some interesting beds here.
Yes, we do.
So like we said, so like you said, you've got the full size bed, as we like to refer to it. It's also known as a double.
Is that British English? Do they call it a double?
I guess because I'm a little confused, because then you have something like the size down from it. Well, there's a twin. So, wouldn't the double also mean twin because there's two? I don't know. But then there's also like this middle of the ground, which is a twin XL. So it's for like the single person who's also an NBA player because it's little bit longer. I always thought there was a size smaller than twin that was called like a single, but I think a single might be various types of English vernacular, how they call like, elevators a lift in England and stuff like that.
I slept on a twin when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine a bed smaller than a twin.
Right. But I've heard single. So I'm wondering if it might be a little bit more narrow than a twin. But
I mean, how could it get any narrower? I mean, it's just sort of like, that's just madness. Okay, so
Sparta.
This website starts at twin. Got a crib, small crib, yeah, everything. Oh, single bed size. What is this? Common bed dimensions. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Okay, so it seems like it is a UK thing.
Okay. Interesting.
Dimensions guide, small single beds. Here we go. Boop.
Single beds for single men.
I mean, this is basically a cot.
Right, kind of, yeah.
So
yeah.
single, twin, full. And then...
Interesting.
Okay. So yeah, so...
And I think twin might have been for like if you had actual twin children, I'm assuming.
I think you're making that up.
Well, then why would... well, I'm just wondering like the naming scheme. Like why would they call it a twin? I don't know. Anyways, so we could kind of say for like an adult, the standard size for an adult would be a full. But then there's also the full XL, which is the same width, little bit more leg room. And then you move up then to a queen size bed, which I think if you're a single person, you might want to have like a queen that gives you a little bit more elbow room and stuff like that. When I had my apartment, I had the full size. And then after we got married, we got a queen. And that was fine. We didn't have two identical ones. Interesting.
It was supposed to be like Desi, Lucy and Desi.
Oh.
You and your wife...
You get your own bed.
You and your wife should do this.
We should, actually.
Don't you guys have a gigantic bed?
We have a king's... We had a queen, and then we were like, we need a little bit more room. And then we got the king size bed.
So, see, I mean, I feel like this would be a dilemma in my marriage if I was married.
Mm-hmm.
Because, although I probably wouldn't marry someone unless we agreed on this topic, but I don't like distance in the bed. I like closeness. I like cuddling. I like touching. I like being very physically close while we're asleep.
Hot boxing.
What's hotboxing?
When you kind of like fart
No.
in bed and then you cover
No. No. No.
that. Okay.
Do you do that to Erica?
I don't cover her head. I just kind of, I just let her find out on her own.
I was you.
And then I get yelled at and I get sent to the bathroom to get the
Oh my
Febreze.
God, you know this about me. I was in a relationship for 5 years. More than that. I mean, that was one relationship. I've never farted deliberately in front of a girl in my entire life.
At what stage, if you're in a relationship with somebody or even dating somebody, at what point, time-wise, is it okay to rip ass?
Never.
Never is not an option.
I was in a relationship for 5 years. I can't even remember any specific time that I ever heard any farting or that I ever farted in front of her.
I don't think that's
At any
healthy.
times, no, it's fine. If you're just farting to get a reaction or just farting because you have to fart,
Right.
I'm not down with that. I'm not working with that.
If you had a partner, a queen might be more your.
Yeah, I guess
Your
I
thing.
guess a queen would be the compromise I'm willing to make, because a married couple sleeping in a full bed might sound weird to people. So queen is where I would go.
Right. So then after that, you move on to king, which is what she and I both have. And we can kind of have the boys in there.
You each have a
we're
you each
watching
have a king
something-
bed. That's how much Erica wants to
God.
be away from you.
God.
Do you move around a lot when you're asleep or something?
No.
Okay,
no.
so because it's like, why do you
No,
need
she-
this much distance from your wife?
Well, I think it's because she has a body pillow she sleeps with.
That should be you.
Well,
God, I wish
Yes.
that was me.
but I mean, we kind of, like at a certain point, like we kind of
Oh, I know.
would cuddle, and then it would be like, oh, I'm a little warm, or it's like, I'm going to turn over and get some sleep and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you have your body pillow, which is funny because then she has a body pillow. But then,
Body pillow doesn't make her too hot.
no, it doesn't, miraculously. But it's also because she runs warm at nighttime. So
all women do.
yeah. So then she, of course, has to have like her feet out from underneath the cover. She can't have the comforter
Really?
on top of the floor.
She
yeah.
puts her feet out of under the comforter. I mean, out of the. That's perverse.
I know. Even for a foot guy like me, I find that very perverse. But then at the same time, I'm like, I told her, I'm like, hey, since you have a body pillow, can I get a body pillow too? She's like, oh, okay. And then I was like, can I get one of these covers? And it was just like a ducky bucker. And she was like, no. I'm like, okay, I understand. That makes sense.
She gets to have her
I'll just
body
sleep here by
pillow,
my
but
side.
she won't let you have a body pillow.
She just has like a single color one. She's got like a purple one
but
and like a green
But
one.
she could get whatever she wanted, and you could.
I don't know if she'd be too keen with me laying in bed there with
And you
Ritsu.
could get this one. This one.
I mean,
Oh no. Oh no.
actually, do they make Momo ones?
Probably.
They must
Well,
be
you can
making
get-
Momo ones.
You
at this
can
point.
have all of the.
No.
Oh, there we go.
I just want
It's-
Ritsu.
She's
Just
eating
want
Ritz
Ritsu.
crackers.
She's eating Ritz
Ritz.
cracker. I want
Would she have a
Ritsu.
problem with you sleeping with this?
She'd be confused more than anything. She's
You
like,
could just be like, I love Ritz.
I understand the girl, but I don't get the Ritz
I
crackers.
love Ritz crackers.
I'm like, she likes her Ritz crackers. She's gonna end up coming into bed one time and be like, "Are these Ritz cracker crumbs in here?" And I'm like,
Oh my god, that kid's face was exactly how I felt. This kid. That's how I feel.
Samuel L. Jackson
Listening
is
to all
how
of this,
my wife
listening
would
to
be
you
looking at me.
hotboxing your cat or your cat. Jeez. Listening to you hotboxing your wife, and then wanting to get a Ritsu body pillow. I'm like, yep.
So yeah. Anyways, there's some naughty ones there. Oh my.
But that's not. That looks bad.
Yeah, some of those are pretty crappy quality wise and stuff.
I just like that. Like, okay, the artwork. It looks like shitty, like Chinese knockoff art.
Artist Alley.
Yeah, Artist Alley stuff. Like, at least this one is actual. Looks like it's official art, even though it's clearly not an official. I don't think that the studio would let there be body pillows of K-On! Characters, honestly.
Yeah, but they do have to raise some money to kind of because of what happened, so they need some funding.
Oh, jeez, I'm having a hard time tonight. Alex, stop saying you're base. You literally sleep with a body pillow.
But it's you, Ritsu, and then she has this smile, and she's like, "Thank you."
All right, we got sidetracked.
But anyways.
Okay.
So we got the king size bed. The next one is the Cal King, and I've heard of California King, and I thought that was like the largest. Which it's a little bit narrower, but it compensates that with length. So they kind of take like a few inches off, and they make it longer. But then I found out this stuff about these like crazy sizes, where you have like the Wyoming King. I heard that there's a Wyoming, and then I think it's called Alberta King.
Oh, this one says Alaska King.
And then there's the Alaska King, which is about the size of a single car garage door.
So I just want to say really quick, we'll get to the Wyoming and the Alaska, but wouldn't California King go before the king bed, technically? Because if you can fit a child into the bed, and like just in terms of sheer capacity, I feel like California King is actually smaller. I don't care about the length.
Yeah.
Unless you're sticking the kid at your feet.
Yeah, I think that's for the dinks. That's who they market it to.
Yeah. The dinks who hate each other.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, look at that guy. He's just like, I don't want to be here. I hate this show on Netflix. Why do we always watch a show on Netflix?
Oh, man. Alex is projecting hard.
Meanwhile, she's not actually having her hand behind her head. She's actually holding up her hand because she's watching something on her phone while she has something that's on the TV at the time.
You're definitely projecting.
And he's laying there as like, I could have had a Ritsu pillow.
So I can't believe you're throwing Erica directly under the bus. Hey, after you admitted to hotboxing her, I'm pretty sure that you've lost sympathy from the audience. Okay, so Wyoming King, you get your dog and your kid in bed.
Everybody in the audience hated this. So after that, then
Euclid will remember
Wyoming.
that.
So you kind of like extend it an additional like foot widthwise, and you also keep the length. So it's I feel like that would be a more natural progression from the California King, because you're getting both the length and the width with that.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. So you can put your 3-year-old and the dog on there. You can have the whole household on there.
Household fits on the bed.
And then you get to the most ridiculous. I mean, it's a very American-sized mattress, and I don't think they have anything else like this, unless you're like some, sultan someplace with a harem. You have something called the Alaska King, and I guess they call it Alaska King because of how huge it is, just like the state of Alaska. And it's 108 inches by 108 inches, which I think that's like 8 feet by 8 feet or something like that. Maybe.
Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But I'm just looking at, let's see, 108 divided by 12 is 9.
9, okay.
9 feet.
So you're basically almost like a foot short from an NBA basketball rim.
There you go.
And that seems to, according to this image, it appears to be perfect for wife swapping. Because that's kind of what is implied here, I guess. Like
That's kind of what's implied here. I mean, yeah, there are two. The women are. I do think it's funny that they put the two.
The women are in the center.
Yeah, they put the women in the center. The other thing I told you this was posted to Reddit. So Reddit posted this image, And then if you go on the mattress website, it's basically the same picture, but it's actually a dog. It's not another couple.
Interesting.
The Reddit one,
It's a bigger dog.
the Reddit site for some reason.
Notice how they put the wife next to the dog.
You just know.
You just
The Reddit site,
When you know.
the Reddit site for some reason decided to make them swingers, and the actual mattress. I mean, the Reddit made them swingers. The mattress site made them just a nice normal couple with their dog. Yeah, the Alaska King. I was looking at, there are pictures of.
like, would you ever have that as a single person?
Of course not. I don't even want it. I don't even want it with all of my wives. I want them to be closer to me so I can feel them. So here's. Oh my god!
Because I'm like, how would you even rotate that mattress? Is it even possible to rotate a mattress without using like heavy machinery?
Alex.
Yes. Is there even something even bigger than that?
No, I'm just laughing. So here's a duvet or comforter for an Alaskan King bed.
Mm-hmm.
$475
Jeez.
just for the comforter.
How would you wash that? I don't even think like the big commercial laundromats have that
Oops,
capability.
I just added it to my car.
You'd have to like go and call like Aramark or what's that other one? Cisco to kind of come and do the laundry
What the hell
service
is
for
this?
that.
Alaskan King Biggie Smalls Biggie, $699.
Does it have Biggie's face on it with the crown?
I like me when they call me, or I like it when you call me Big Papa. $10,000. It's the price of a car.
God. Do we have a picture of it?
Honestly, it's kind of cheaper than I expected. 3,500, 3,000. I was thinking around 5, which is
Okay, do they have one for DMX though?
well. I want to know. Okay, it's starting at $3,000.
Oh.
So you have to pick. Oh, see, this is the mini 96 by 96. So if you want the Biggie Smalls, 120. Ooh, 144 by 108. It's intense. I mean, it wouldn't fit.
That's like a parachute.
It wouldn't fit in. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. It wouldn't fit.
The original Alaskan King.
It wouldn't fit in any room that I have.
That's ridiculous.
Would it fit?
How
Would
did
it
they
fit in
ship
your
that?
bedroom? I'm sure it comes in a shipping crate.
We would end up having to go and move the what is it? Like the dresser with the TV on it. I think it's a 10-foot. I think we have like a 10-foot room.
So your room would
Something like
just be a bed.
Just
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, this picture right here. This looks like these people are just sleeping in their living room.
It's the only place anyone can fit it.
And then you kind of wonder to yourself, what the does this dude do for a living?
Well,
Like, what does he do? Because I can see he's got like some arm tats. I don't think she works.
Well,
she probably
I'll
runs
tell you-
like she's got some like.
do you want to know what these people do? They act in
She's
commercials.
an influence there.
No, they act in commercials.
Oh, cop out.
That's what these people do.
They bought a square, a 9-foot by 9-foot square.
God,
That's huge. Meanwhile, there's some poor hikikomori in Japan going like, I wish I had a 9-foot by 9-foot room.
that bed is bigger than Japanese houses.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy to think that, but yeah. That's obscene. My God. The mattress arrived. We set this up in our living room. How big is the nest? God. Then you got to get like the frame.
He's 7 feet tall. This guy's 7 feet tall.
Oh, that's great. Nobody's heard of him.
Okay, so UFC champion. So all of these videos are like posted by the company that makes them.
Mm.
Huh. Well, you let me know when you and your wife are ready to take the plunge to buy the
Become swingers.
to buy the orgy bed.
The orgy bed.
I'm not joining in.
I'm looking at the dog and dogs look at me and going.